Wait, sorry, I'm trying to press all the buttons. How is everyone today? Ooh, we are cranking it today. John's feeling the music. I like this song. So, how is everyone today?
Good.
Thumbs up.
Good.
Thumbs up.
Bad.
Weather's a little iffy today. Not my favorite, but it's okay. All right, so today we are going to run through, like we said, the beginning's pretty much going to be the same, where we break our swing down, get warmed up, okay? So first, we are just going to do our nice light swings off the tee. Get those arms really working, open up the shoulders, get those muscles ready to go. Remember, when we're doing these swings, we want to focus on our mechanics also. The more we get into these classes, the more mechanics we can talk, because you're going to be understanding them a little bit more. When I was watching some of you, aka Molly, was watching you warm up a little bit. Remember, we don't want to make our TP for the whole community. We want to keep our family nice and safe, okay? So don't let this back elbow creep too much, because when we get up here, the first thing that elbow wants to do is come here instead of drive through, right? So I'm just entering people as I am talking, okay? So if we have our hand right here, that gives us that push to come this way instead of all of that room to tilt this way, okay? So go ahead and take your swings. Remember your knocking knuckles. Your athletic stance about shoulder width apart, unless you're Coach Cayla. You're a little bit wider, that's fine too. All right, let's see what we got here. There you go, Malls, much better. Taking our hands straight to the ball. Lucy, make sure you're not falling back too much, sweets, okay? We want to drive through it. This is the time that we can really focus on just coming straight through the ball. Good. Adrian, relax a little bit, girl. You're getting too tight. Keep those shoulders nice and loose, okay? You're focusing too hard. This is the time that we listen to our music, listen to our stuff, and we just come through, boom, drive through the ball. Our arms should be nice and loose. Haley, make sure you're not falling back either, okay? A lot of people are getting into this. We want to swing and everything is back here. If my body's leaned back, I have no power. Remember, we're like rubber bands. You pull us back and then we explode forward. So if we fall back on our swing, the momentum is going the wrong way. We want all of our momentum to drive through and go towards the pitcher. Good, Bridget. Go ahead. Good, Elizabeth. Gabby, don't look at me. Look at the ball, girl. I see your head. Good job. So take about 5 more warm-up swings. All right, Adrian, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit before you swing, okay? I'm coming for you today, girl. So what I want you to do is your front foot, you're trying to step and swing at the same time, so you're ending up in that lunge position, okay? I really want you to practice on just putting that front foot down and driving through the pitch, okay? So make sure your front foot whoop, whoop, is down before you even start swinging. There you go, much better. Keep working it. So step, drive. Don't double tap. You got it, you got it. All right, take about 5 more. Good. All right, so when you are finished with that, what's next? Can anybody show me what we're gonna do next? Can they remember? See if anybody gets ready for the next one. Nope, nobody's doing it, Coach Cayla.
Oh no.
Jeez.
Oh, Lucy's doing it.
Hey, Luce. Good job, girl.
That's
All right.
it.
So when you are ready, if you need to pick up the balls, get a drink, whatever that may be, go ahead and get down on one knee. Oh, no. Whoever just joined us, if you could either put your name into the chat or change your name on the bubble, because I don't think your name's Dan, is it? What's your name, hon?
Faith.
Faith. Do you
Yeah.
know how to change your name? Oh,
Yeah,
you
I
can.
changed it.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And your name might be Dan. I don't know. All right, so you're going to get down on one knee like Coach Cayla. You're going to stick that leg out. You can either make it straight or you can bend it, whichever is most comfortable for you. I prefer, just like Coach Cayla, to keep it straight out. Okay. We are going to drop the bat, get our position. So you want to come here, get in your position, and just drop one hand. So we're going to work on our lead hand first. This is going to be the most important one in my book. So what Coach Cayla is going to do is she's going to drive through this pitch. When she drives through it, she is going to make sure that her top hand is facing, your nails are to the ground in this one, okay? So your hands down, palm down is another term. Palm down the entire time. She's taking the knob of her bat, driving it to the ball, and finishing the swing. Go ahead and show us, Coach Cayla. There we go. See how she kept her shoulders facing the tee. She kept her head on the ball, and she drove through the pitch, okay? You're having trouble with this one, slow it down. All right, so you'll come here, you'll drop, trigger yourself. Remember, every swing that we can do, we can drive that elbow. So 1, 2, okay, my elbow, I've trained it, come here. Boom, take your bat straight to it. Do that 2 or 3 times. Then fully swing through the pitch. And then do that a few times. So another thing I want you to notice, this tee is set right off Coach Cayla's front knee. Because when we're hitting a pitch, if it's either down the middle or an inside pitch, we're hitting it out in front. We're not letting it get back in here into belly button territory, okay? We want it right off that front knee or diagonal from the front hip. All right, remember, if the bat is too heavy or anything like that, go ahead and either just use your hand, get that motion, really feel it, or take a ball, throw it into the net, a pair of socks, something, just to get that motion. Good. Okay, make sure you're taking your time through these too. Go ahead, get set, drop your hand, make sure your body's set, then go. Don't just swing that arm through. While you're dropping that elbow, girl, take that elbow straight to the ball.
All right, get about 2 more of those in. Then you're just gonna switch to your backhand. Shake your knee out if you have to. So same thing. You're gonna have that front knee extended out or bent, whatever is more comfortable for you. Now we're gonna switch to our backhand. So we still want to drive the knob of the bat straight to the ball. We want our arms relaxed. And you want to be palm up this time. So your fingernails are still pointing to the ground, but you're gonna be palm up all the way through. So Coach Carly is gonna demonstrate that for us. So she's punching right at the ball. Her head's not moving, and she's finishing all the way through. Make sure those tees are lined up where they should be. Remember that if you look at Carly when she swings, her arm is going straight down to the ball. She's not dropping it first and then going. A lot of you guys are coming here, and your first move is you're going this way. The knob is pointing to the sky, right? We want the knob pointing at the ball. We want to drive it towards the ball. Good. You should be line drive every time. Good, Quinn. Remember, if your bat's too heavy, just switch to just throwing the ball into the net. Don't have that strain on your arm. If the bat's too heavy, it's going to make your form bad. We don't want that. Good, Elena. Make sure when you go to throw it, you're not bringing your arm out this way, right? You just want to be here and go straight to the ball. Don't have that extra space in between. Good. Get about 3 to 4 more of these swings in and grab a drink. And we're going to progress to standing on our feet and doing these shows. We're going to just get through these really quick so we can get to our main topic of the day. All right, when you guys are ready, the next one, we're gonna move to standing up and still doing a front hand and backhand, or forehand and backhand. So it's gonna be the same thing. You're gonna adjust your tee so it's a down the middle type of stance. Carly's gonna move her so it's not at her knees. Again, we're starting with our lead arm. So if you're righty, that's your left arm. We're going to do the same thing except standing up now. So we're going to incorporate our legs. So Carly's going to demonstrate one for us. Good. Notice her finish. So notice how her leg, her back leg has a good bend in it. She's athletic the whole time. Her head is not moving. It's staying still. And she's driving the knob of her bat straight to this ball. You want to be athletic all the way through. Don't roll your hands right at contact either. Make sure you extend all the way through. So try to stay palm down as long as possible. Just like Coach Carly's doing. You're looking good. Good, Haley. Good, Caitlin. Get about 5 more in. We're going to switch to backhand.
Notice how my body is driving through the pitch. I'm not falling back this way. I'm staying right through the ball, okay?
We want all of our weight to go towards the ball, not be behind it. Good, Elena. I'm going to put my drink on. I leave mine in the car. Good job, Bridget. Molly, don't pull off so soon. Make sure you drive and stay your knob to the ball the whole time. Don't pull it out. Go straight towards it.
Emily, if you're gonna do it that way, make sure you're getting that front foot down, okay? You're making all of this one motion and you're transferring your weight too soon. You need to get that weight down, then drive through the pitch. Much better. All right. Go ahead and finish that up. If you need to pick up the balls, go ahead and pick up the balls. Next, we are going to switch on over to that backhand. As you notice, we're working through these a little bit faster. So when you were doing these yourself, when you're warming up, when you're at practice and doing things like that, these are things that you can go through a little bit faster, okay? You don't have to spend a whole 45 minutes just doing top hand and bottom hand, but as you get to do it, it's gonna be better, promise. All right, so Coach Cayla is gonna show, she's gonna get her hands in the position. All right, she's gonna lean back, drive through the pitch. Look and see how much power is coming through her backhand. So just imagine when she has both hands on the bat, how much power she's creating. So notice she's pushing through, boom. At the end, she's squashing the bug. She has the perfect angle and her weight is balanced and her head is in the center of her body. Remember, our goal is to be, when we finish our swing, boom, I'm in a straight line. My head's still between my legs. My body is balanced and I'm not on one foot or the other foot. Good job. You're welcome. So Caitlin, remember not to leave that hip behind. You're using your arms, which is great, but you're forgetting that back hip. So remember, every time we're swinging, we're triggering, firing this back hip right here. Boom, boom. This is where all of our power as women comes from, promise. Don't reach for it, Gabby. You're kind of coming out and being like, boop, drive through it. Better. Good, Faith. You're getting under it, Emily. Stay tall, drive through.
Caitlin, set yourself first. Don't rush into your swing so much. Get yourself set. Get your load together, then drive. Good.
Elizabeth, you're just dropping your hands, girl. Keep those hands nice and strong. Go through, okay? Much better.
Yeah, but when you get to contact, don't fall off.
Good, Quinn. I wish I was at your house, Quinn. It's sunny there. Yes. Good.
All right, so once you get a couple more of these swings in, we're going to transition to doing a couple high and low inside pitches before we switch to, yeah, that's true. Before we switch to outside, we're gonna start with like 3 swings down the middle first. So Carly is gonna demonstrate how we wanna attack a low pitch, a high pitch, a regular pitch, then we're gonna switch to inside. Then we're gonna shift our focus to outside pitches for the remainder of the class. So she has her tee set up for an ideal pitch coming in down the middle would be. Oh. Now it's down the middle. So she's gonna attack it normal. This is just a regular meatball down the middle. So just get a couple of these in, not too many. Because if you're facing a good pitcher, hopefully she's not throwing a lot of these. But she's nice, relaxed, and smooth all the way through her swing. She's generating power through her back leg, pushing all the way through the ball. And her finish is nice and linear. Be mindful of her head the whole time too. She's keeping it still. So once we get a couple of these down the middle, we're gonna adjust it low low and the high, then we're going to switch to inside.
So remember when we're attacking these high level pitches, okay, we want to make sure that we're driving to the ball. We're not taking our body to the ball or dropping our hands to the ball. We're still driving that knob of the bat straight to the ball.
So you don't want to change your head position, your leg position, anything. It's just where you're throwing your hands is a little bit different. So this pitch is about right on her knee, so at the bottom part of our strike zone. And she's not changing anything other than how her hands are getting there. She's not dropping her back shoulder, her back elbow. She's still driving that knob straight towards the ball. And this can still generate a line drive. Just because it's a low pitch doesn't mean it has to be a ground ball. These are your low liners or even home runs over the fence. So make sure your tees are set up right as low as they can go at the bottom of the strike zone.
So Elizabeth, a really good drill for you to practice too. I'm gonna unmute you just so that we can talk back and forth through this. So if you wanted to, because I love that you have somebody tossing you a ball like that, if you want them to practice throwing low, you can catch the ball. So even without a bat, so if you wanted to just take your hands straight to the ball, that is an awesome drill of just catching the wiffle ball or whatever, baseball, whatever you have there. I can't really tell, but.
No ball.
Oh, perfect. I was like, yes. Keep it up, keep it up. Hey, Molly, I unmuted you for a second. You look really uncomfortable. What's going on?
Well, I'm trying to fix like my arm placement stuff.
Yeah, don't overthink it, okay? Just kind of be real. You're just getting tight right here, and that's why you're overthinking that. Just be right here, nice and loose. Just kind of keep that elbow. Remember, knob to pit, nice and loose. You're overthinking too much. I can see it from here. All right, good job. Now we're just gonna go into head into a couple high ones.
Carly, Cayla, why don't y'all show Elizabeth what that looks like exactly without a bat?
Okay.
Goes to John. This is for you that don't have, or you have someone tossing to you if you don't have a tee. I'm just gonna toss it.
Oh, missed.
Yes, there's a.
Sorry.
So ladies, anytime you're in a situation where you have a confined space, you don't have the chance to hit and swing, I mean, it's a really good drill to do on your own, or well, you need somebody else to throw you the ball, but if you can't get the swings in, try that sometime.
I was like, man, I didn't know who was talking there. Big brother was talking to us.
All right, so now we're just gonna adjust to a high pitch. This one is going to go up pretty high. This is right above her hip, belly button area. You're still gonna swing the same way. So you're still gonna throw your hand at this hole. You're not gonna change it just because it's a high pitch. You're gonna drive through it. So get about 7 to 10 of these swings in before we switch to our inside pitches. And then we'll hop on over to outside.
High to higher, every single time. Notice if I drop at all.
There we go. We don't want that. Remember, the older you get, the better pitches you're going to face. Last week, I talked about the rise ball. It's the dirtiest pitch ever, and you will see it hundreds of thousands of times in your lifetime for as long as you keep playing softball. So you need to be able to beat that pitcher at this pitch, and that starts by keeping your hands high and throwing them even higher. Elena, raise your tee just a little bit. There you go.
And I can even raise mine up just a little bit up in the zone where I don't necessarily want to swing, but sometimes we chase it. So like Coach Cayla said last week, sometimes you got to practice things that unfortunately you do, but you shouldn't do. Notice how I stayed high to higher. I stayed right here where the pitch was. I didn't dip down.
And then sometimes, unfortunately, you're going to get those really bad umpires that think a ball at your neck is a strike. So you need to be able to adjust your strike zone to his in a game situation. So in this situation, her tee is up as high as it can go. We're going to swing, but still make good, solid contact. Our mechanics aren't going to change. We're going to make sure we still drive through this ball. So once you get a couple of regular high swings in, try to raise your tee just about as high as it can go and see if you can keep your mechanics the same. Looks great. Oh, we lost someone. Good, these look good. Emily, don't jam yourself up when you get to contact, right? When you get there, your arm should be extended and be able to punch. If you're getting to contact like this, you might be a little bit too close to the tee. So make sure your arms are really extended when you get to contact. Much better. One arm. All right, so this week with Inside, we're not going to spend too much time on it. We're just going to introduce you to a drill we've already done, but this is going to help really make sure you get your hands inside of the ball. So you're going to set up your tee out in front of you. Remember, if we showed you this little diagram last week of where you should be hitting an inside pitch, and that's out in front, whether you're a righty or a lefty. So Carly has her tee out in front of her left foot. And now what we're going to do is our same one arm drill with our lead hand. We're going to work on hitting an inside pitch. This is going to really expose you. So if you watch Coach Carly, she's staying inside of this ball and she's still driving her legs, her head staying still. So it's our same drill. We're just moving the tee. It should make you feel a little bit uncomfortable.
And don't cheat on this. Don't put the tee out here and then think, oh, I need to open my foot. We want to keep our feet in the same position, okay? From here, boom. See how I'm just opening my hips sooner to get my hands through.
As you get older, you're not going to be able to cheat as much. You're going to face growth threshold in the 60s. You won't have enough time to step open and try to open your hips. So the quicker your hands are, the better off you're going to be. So make sure you're not wrapping around this ball. You're still driving straight towards it.
So remember, yeah, just like I was just about to say that.
Look at that.
Because you watched me do it. That's why. So what I'm doing, see how the knob of my bat is staying inside the ball. Okay? I'm not passing around here, staying nice and strong through it.
The key to this is where you're catching this ball. So if you're hitting off a live pitch, you have to make sure that you catch this ball out in front of your front foot, or you are going to get jammed up every single time. So again, the quicker you can get your hands out there, the better off you're going to be. Yeah. Good. Just get a couple more of these, and we just want to introduce you to another way you could tackle an inside pitch. We're going to shift our focus to hitting outside pitches for the last couple minutes of class. As these classes progress, we can start shortening our drills at the beginning, like our forehand, our backhand, and go straight into pitch specifics. So once you get a couple more of these inside pitches in, we're going to switch to an outside pitch drill. Get about 2 more in each. Okay. Okay. All right, now we're going to switch to our outside pitches. Do you want to start with the drill?
Let's just take some off the tee on the outside pitch so that we can kind of get the feeling, the eye level. So unlike the inside pitch, the outside pitch is going to be set up a little bit differently. So we can see in our diagram here, these are 2 inside pitches that we were seeing out in front. Our middle pitch that we were seeing just right in front of the plate. Now we are going to let this outside pitch travel a little bit deeper because our goal is to be hitting this pitch into right field or on the right side of the field, right? So right-handed or left-handed, whichever you may be, you're going to let that travel just a little bit deeper inside the plate, on the outside of the plate. So notice how when I set up my tee, this is what we want to focus on. Before I was setting up the tee right off my front knee, right off my front hip. Now we're going to let it travel a little bit deeper, not necessarily behind our hands, but maybe on your belly button a little bit in front, okay? So go ahead and set up your tee. There we go. So this is going to be a pitch that we're going to have to wait on a little bit longer. That was the point of us moving the tee back. So when we're hitting these, the outside pitch, in my opinion, is one of the hardest to hit. Coach Cayla will beg to differ, but I think it's the hardest one to hit. So you're going to be waiting on the pitch a little bit longer. And to focus on this, we still want to drive our hands to the pitch. We still want to drive the knob of the bat to the ball. But we need to make sure that we're not pulling off with that front shoulder. That is the biggest mistake of an outside pitch, is we pull off too soon and then it hits the end of the bat right here. Your hands burn. You're like, ow, ow, ow. That was not right, right? So we're going to watch Coach Cayla go for.
Sorry, I just want to emphasize something. The best way to make sure you're good at hitting outside pitch is your placement on the plate. So everyone's is going to be different. I'm taller. I have a longer wingspan. I use a 34-inch bat. So all those things work in my favor. So when I played, I would just hold my bat in my hand like this, and I would touch the center of the plate because I don't need to touch the outside because I have long arms. So at this point, I can hit an inside pitch. I can hit a pitch on the middle, drop ball, rise ball, and I can still hit this outside pitch without having to reach for it. So you need to figure out your height, your wingspan, where you're comfortable, but you need to line up on the plate at the same time so that you can hit every single pitch that's thrown at you. Coach Carly's plate stance might have been different. Everyone's is different. It depends on your makeup.
It does, and it all depends on your strength too. So my strength was the inside corner. So I knew that I could take a step closer to the plate. So as a player, my toes, I was toes to the line. So I was right up on home plate because I knew personally that I could see that outside pitch and drive it, but I struggled with the outside pitch. So you have to know yourself as a batter also. So go ahead and set yourself up. So Coach Cayla is going to show us how she drives her hand straight to that outside pitch. There we go. Notice how she keeps her head on the ball. She doesn't pull that outside, that front shoulder. Yeah, I don't. One thing I want to point out too, this is kind of old school, so I might be dating myself, but a lot of people used to think that you could just step at that outside pitch. As you get older, you're not going to have time to do that. So Coach Cayla said it's very important to know your wingspan, know how long your bat is, know that you can reach that outside corner. Haley, we still got to get you driving forward, girl. Good, Elizabeth. Just keep that front shoulder on it, okay? Don't open up your chest. Drive through it. Okay, so a lot with the outside pitch too is we tend to roll over. Adrian, watch this. Because you're doing this, girl. So when you hit that outside pitch, see how I'm still having my house. I'm still building a house here. My hands haven't rolled until I make contact. That's to put it a little bit deeper. So if we're here, boom, then we roll over. We can't do this because we lose all of our power. So we want to make sure we're still keeping our hands, hand up, hand down to contact, and driving through. Notice how my front shoulder is still in. If I pull that front shoulder out, everything's going to roll over. Drive through it, okay? So Adrian, just keep your head on it and don't let those wrists roll. Your hands look good, Caitlin. Just get those hips going. Faith, I just want you to take one step this way, Faith, because you're still hitting it out in front. I want you to wait on that pitch just a little bit longer. So good job. There you go. Way to adjust, Molly. Good job. Lucy, you're coming down on the ball instead of through the ball. Does that make sense? Yeah.
No chop points, right? Just throw your hands straight at it. Stay palm up, palm down as long as possible. Better.
Adrian, move up on the tee just a little bit. You're too far back. You want the tee to be a little bit, okay. I'm getting confused on which way. So move towards your net just a little bit. Towards your net. There you go. Good. I say one way, she went off, so I was like, oh, wait.
Good, Aislinn. No, it's good. Oh, yeah. Good. Quinn, make sure you're not lunging to get to contact, right? You still want to be athletic. So don't be here to try to hit that outside pitch. You can still be nice and tall. You're just going to drive your hands towards the outside corner.
Don't drop those hands, Elizabeth. I see you, girl. Take them straight to the ball.
Better, Quinn.
Gabby, go ahead and move a little bit closer to your net too, okay? You're a little too far out in front. Good.
Good. A couple more of these in, and we're going to transition to our last drill for the day for our outside pitches. Let me stop moving. So Coach Carly is going to be set up even with her tee. So we usually hit, obviously, this way. Carly is going to be facing this way, and her tee is right next to her right leg. It's going to be a little funky, but I promise it's not crazy. So once you're set up even with the tee, sorry. Sure, remember to do that. Yeah, please make sure your net's in the right spot. So we're going to get set up parallel with our tee. And then what Carly's going to do, she's going to twist her body back and then drive through the ball. So if you're a slapper, this is fantastic for you, but none of you guys are slappers, but it's okay. This is really making sure we work on throwing our hands right at the ball. So she's just getting set up. So she's setting up this way, and then you're still going to get ready. You're going to twist your body back the opposite way. So now the tee, if I get out of Carly's way, should be even with your right knee. And you're going to drive your hand straight to the ball. Gonna feel funky at first, which is good. This should be forcing you to really get that whip motion and that rubber band motion and throw your hands at the ball. We're gonna shift our movement to show you what it looks like from behind Coach Carly.
All angles.
So this is from behind her. So you see how she's even with the ball? She's turning her body before she releases to swing. Let me make sure you guys are lined up right. Good, Quinn, just like that. Good. Good, Adrian. Good. Evelyn, your stance is good. This is just exposing it now, right? Make sure you drive your hand all the way through the ball, okay? Good, better adjustment.
We're gonna focus on keeping that front shoulder in too, because if you pull out this.
Good. Good, Molly.
All right, go ahead and take a couple more, and then come see us at the screen. On Thursday, we'll build off of that drill too, because that's not the only part of the drill. So. Ooh.
Take about 2 swings, then come join us at the screen.
Nope. Oh, it's because we're logged in from another device. So can anybody see the poll? The question. I'm gonna unmute you guys just for a second.
Yes.
You can see the poll.
Yeah.
So the boys had 33 today. We had 18 girls. Girls rule. How many friends are you gonna invite next session? I will say, Gabby, wherever you are, there will be a prize coming your way in the mail.
I don't know if
Where's Gabby?
my friends like softball.
Oh no, of course Gabby lost connection.
Well,
Whatever.
you should say, it's that.
But, so,
You can send out.
you guys are answering this too. This is cool.
Okay.
1, 2.
Oh yeah. Great. So, like I said, with that outside pitch, we are going to be adding to that drill next week or Thursday. Man, it's not Thursday yet. It's only Monday. Woo! Going crazy. But we